Welcome to the STEM Challenge Desert Island for 8th grade enrichment. The STEM Challenge is a part of a curriculum or a bundle of challenges that are related to providing a safe haven in helping Sir Houndstooth the second, get off of the island. So in challenge 1, he was stranded on the island and we had to construct a hut. And in challenge 2, he is still stuck on the island. However, he is needing to build a bridge so that he could be safe from the crocodiles. So in this challenge, which is aligned to next generation science standards, students are going to ask questions and define problems, understand the nature of science, plan and carry out investigations while using mathematics and computational thinking, construct explanations and design solutions, obtain, evaluate, and communicate information. For this challenge, you will have popsicle stick string, gumdrops, index cards, toothpicks, Q-tips, tape, paper, bar erasers, ruler, scissors, and a timer or clock. Students can use their phones for timers. So the lesson plan starts with the do now, which is simply review the STEM design process. I want the students to remember the components of a STEM design process, which is to ask, imagine, plan, create, test, and improve. During the work period, we're going to reiterate the purpose of the STEM challenge, which is to help Sir Harley Houndstooth III, the only surviving traveler, to get back to the civilized world. Ask students, are you up to the challenge? Hopefully they say yes, and then they can gather their materials and prepare for the challenge. Again, separate students into groups of 3 or 4. Provide each group with the team performance tracker. They will use this for each challenge. So there is a performance tracker where they are going to be able to rate each group member, and actually they can assign themselves different duties within the group. So once they get the initial documents, they're going to complete challenge 2, which is Crocodile Crossing, build a bridge. So they will have a handout, which will provide them with the overall goal and what they will do, the concepts that they're going to focus on, which is linear measurement, force, and scientific process. And then it also provides them the challenge parameters. So they must complete page 1 of their planning packet before receiving materials, and their planning packet is simply questions in which how are you going to design your artifact, what is the problem. The design requirements, they're going to complete completed bridges must be able to hold at least 4 gumdrops and be able to span at a 10-inch space. Performance requirements to be considered successful: designers must be able to hold the weight of 1 bar eraser for at least 5 seconds. And so this challenge should take about 40 to 45 minutes. They can test each structure. So once they have their bridge in place between 2 discs at the specified measurements apart from each other, they can place 1 bar eraser on the center of the bridge. After 5 seconds, place another and another until the bridge collapses. So hopefully their bridge can withstand some pretty heavy weights of the eraser. Before you get started, which is in your lesson plan, read day 5 journal entries. So it's kind of like the anticipatory set, getting them in the mind frame of what that person, Sir Houndstooth, may feel like stuck on this island. So it says, today my fears were confirmed. Yes, there are wild beasts living on this island. Just a short distance from my hut, I discovered an incredible grove of fruit trees, mangoes, bananas, and lemons. Yet I cannot reach them, for standing in my way is a lagoon full of the most terrifying crocodiles. I've ever seen. I must find a way to reach the grove. Perhaps I could find enough branches and vines to build a bridge, but would it be strong enough, or would I fall into the awaiting jaws of those hungry crocs? So this is the purpose of the bridge. And again, it has the requirements: build a bridge that is at least 12 inches long and can hold the weight of one bar eraser for at least 5 seconds. You must use at least 4 gumdrops in your design. So the bridge can be connected from one desk to another at least 12 inches apart. And this is the page 1 where they're going to complete, where they describe the problem, brainstorm how they're going to create the product. Then they're going to list the materials, write down the steps, draw and label what they design. After they create their design, they're going to test it, describe how you test it and what happened. So this is the results part. Record your data below. How long is your bridge? How wide is your bridge? How many gumdrops did you use? So, how many erasers did your bridge hold before breaking? Students will answer what worked, what would you do differently next time. After students complete the challenge, they do have a rubric in which they will complete. And it says, so you can complete this whether they get 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points for their rubric. They also have a component where they're going to look at each person's contribution, and they will also be in their folder. If you have any questions regarding this challenge, please contact me prior to Saturday's session. All of the materials will be ready. And if you need additional materials, please note that we have some in storage. So just send a student down and we can provide you more. I do suggest only giving the students 4 gumdrops per bridge, just because they may want a whole box. And also tell them that the gumdrops, unfortunately, are not to be eaten during the challenge or after the challenge for sanitary purposes. FYI. All right. Thank you.